Hello and welcome back to the news. We recently received the sad news of 7 American legends who passed away today. Today's episode is dedicated to their memory. If this video or the legacy of these remarkable men touched your life, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel as a sign of respect and remembrance. Henry Fambrough, the legendary American vocalist and founding member of the iconic R&B group The Spinners, passed away on November 17, 2024, at the age of 85. His career, which spanned more than 6 decades, was the epitome of musical mastery, dedication to the art, and fortitude. Henry was not only a member of a great group, but also the custodian of its unique sound, which has become an integral part of the history of rhythm and blues. Henry was born on May 10, 1938, in Birmingham, Alabama, to a family where music was an integral part of life. From a young age, he showed an interest in singing, inspired by the gospel and rhythm and blues that were often heard in his hometown. In 1954, Henry, along with Billy Henderson, Purvis Jackson, C.P. Spencer, and James Edwards, formed a group that would later become known as the Spinners. At first called the Detroit Spinners, they performed in local clubs, gradually attracting the attention of listeners with their harmonious sound. Despite initial difficulties, the group achieved their first successes in the late 1960s, but their real fame began in the 1970s. Under the guidance of producer Tom Bell, the Spinners created such masterpieces as Could It Be I'm Falling in Love, The Rubberband Man, and I'll Be Around. These songs became classics of the genre, and Henry's vocals, his soft baritone, became a key element of the group's unique sound. Henry not only sang harmonies, but also took on the role of lead singer on some songs, such as I Don't Want to Lose You and Ghetto Child. His voice always had an emotional depth and sincerity, which made each song close and understandable to the listeners. His performance united generations, creating a bridge between styles and eras. The years of work were not without challenges. During the band's existence, the lineup changed several times, but Henry remained a constant member, dedicated to his craft. He was the one who kept the spirit and legacy of the Spinners alive despite the changes. Even when his colleagues left the band or passed away, Henry continued to perform, maintaining a high level of performance. In 2023, after more than 6 decades on stage, Henry announced his retirement from the music industry. The decision was an emotional moment for both him and his fans. His departure coincided with the Spinners' induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in November 2023, a moment of recognition for their enormous contribution to the genre and cultural legacy. Henry Fambrough passed away peacefully on February 7, 2024, at his home in Northern Virginia. His death marked the end of an era, as he was the last living original member of the Spinners. The loss was a blow to the music industry, his colleagues, friends, and millions of fans around the world. His legacy lives on through the music of the Spinners, which continues to inspire new generations. Songs recorded with his participation are still heard on radio stations and concert stages, reminding us of the great time when rhythm and blues was experiencing its golden years. Henry Fambrough was and remains a symbol of resilience, talent, and a sincere love for music that unites people beyond time and borders. Vic Flick, legendary British guitarist, best known for his iconic rendition of the James Bond theme, he passed away on November 14, 2024, at the age of 87. His innovative style and artistry changed the world of music forever, making him one of the key figures in 20th century musical history. Born on the 14th of May, 1937, in Worcester Park, Surrey, England, Vic showed an interest in music from an early age, inspired by his family. His father was a piano teacher, and his mother was a singer. At the age of 14, he began playing the guitar, which became the beginning of his distinguished career. In 1958, Vic joined the John Barry Seven, a group led by composer John Barry. Their collaboration proved fruitful and brought Flick many opportunities. It was his work with Barry that led him to create one of the most recognizable pieces of music in film history, the James Bond theme. Flick's career highlight was his contribution to the guitar riff for Dr. No, 1962. His edgy, powerful guitar sound for the Bond theme became an icon of the spy franchise and remains one of the most recognizable musical motifs in the world. Created on his iconic 1961 Fender Stratocaster, the sound has come to epitomize the style and feel of the James Bond films. In addition to his work with John Barry, Flick was an in-demand session guitarist, collaborating with artists such as the Beatles, Tom Jones, Shirley Bassey, and Engelbert Humperdinck. His versatility allowed him to work successfully in a variety of genres, from pop to film soundtracks. In 2008, Vic published an autobiography, Vic Flick Guitarman, From James Bond to the Beatles and Beyond, detailing his career and working with some of the greatest musicians of his time. His contributions to the art of music were recognized with a Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Guitar Museum in 2013. In his later years, Flick suffered from Alzheimer's disease, which significantly affected his health. He passed away on November 14, 2024, surrounded by his family, leaving behind a rich musical legacy. His unique guitar style and his contribution to popular music continue to inspire new generations of musicians. Vic Flick was more than just a performer. He became a symbol of an era, a man whose notes resonate in the hearts of millions of fans around the world. His music remains an eternal reminder that art can transcend time and borders. Alan Rachins, a prominent American actor, screenwriter, and director, died on November 22, 2024, at the age of 82. His long career in television, film, and stage made him an iconic figure in the entertainment world. With his outstanding roles, especially in the series L.A. Law and Dharma and Greg, he left an indelible mark on the industry. Born October 3, 1942, in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Alan was the only child of Edward and Ida Rachins of Brookline. From an early age, he showed an interest in the arts, but his path to acting was not an easy one. After attending the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, he decided to leave school to follow his passion. He later earned a degree from Empire State College, where his education took on a more practical focus. Rachins began his career on the stage, debuting in the controversial musical Oh, Calcutta. This performance opened the doors to the world of film and television. He is best known for his role as Douglas Brackman Jr. in the legal drama L.A. Law. His charismatic performance earned him Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. Brackman, an ambitious and emotional lawyer, became one of the most recognizable characters on the show, cementing his place as one of the best actors of his time. Alan later continued his career in the comedy series Dharma and Greg, where he played Larry Finkelstein, the father of the main character. His comedic talent and ability to convey complex emotions made his characters truly alive and memorable. In addition to acting, Rachins also distinguished himself as a screenwriter and director. His passion for art and intelligence made him stand out among his colleagues. He was a member of Mensa International, which emphasized his intelligence and desire for self-development. In his personal life, Alan was married to actress Joanna Frank, with whom he had a son. Their marriage lasted for over 5 decades, and they were considered one of the strongest couples in Hollywood. Alan was also active in public and political life, supporting Jesse Jackson in the 1988 U.S. presidential election. Rachins died on November 22, 2024, of heart failure at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. His death was a huge loss to the entertainment industry and millions of fans around the world. Alan Rachins' legacy lives on through his performances, which continue to inspire actors and audiences today. His talent, intelligence, and passion for the arts made him not only an outstanding performer, but also an important figure in the development of television and film. Alan Rachins will be remembered as a man who knew how to turn every role he played into a work of art. Nicholas Pryor, an outstanding American actor, whose career spanned more than 6 decades, passed away on November 20, 2024, at the age of 89 in Wilmington, North Carolina, after a long battle with cancer. His contributions to the worlds of film, television, and theater made his name synonymous with talent, versatility, and professionalism. Born January 28, 1935 in Baltimore, Maryland, to a family with deep cultural traditions, the actor's real name is Nicholas David Probst. From an early age, he showed an interest in the arts, which led him to the Yale School of Drama, where he began to shape his acting style. A Yale education gave Pryor the fundamental knowledge that allowed him to succeed both on stage and on screen. Nicholas's career spanned over 170 roles in film, television, and theater. His most famous television role was as A. Milton Arnold, Claire Arnold's father, on the hit series Beverly Hills 90210. He appeared in 26 episodes from 1994 to 1997, winning viewers' hearts with his charisma and sophisticated persona. On the big screen, Pryor is remembered for his role as Joel Goodson's father in the cult film Risky Business, 1983, where he played alongside Tom Cruise. He also played the father of Robert Downey Jr. Al's character in the drama Less Than Zero, 1987. His skill allowed him to create deep and multifaceted characters that remained in the memory of viewers. He played in the horror genre in Damien Omen 2, 1978, and in comedy in the cult classic Airplane, 1980. His ability to work in different genres demonstrated his incredible acting range. Nicholas also made his name on television with his roles in soap operas. He played Victor Collins on General Hospital and its spin-off Port Charles, appearing in over 300 episodes from 1997 to 2002. His characters were always charismatic and realistic, which earned him the love of viewers. In his personal life, Nicholas has been married to actress Christine Belford since 1993, and their union has become an example of a strong and harmonious family. Pryor is survived by his daughter Stacy and 2 grandchildren, who will keep his memory alive. Nicholas Pryor left behind a huge legacy. His work continues to inspire audiences and the younger generation of actors. His life is a story of talent that has transcended time and borders to remain in the hearts of millions. Ron Ely, American actor and writer, best known for his role as Tarzan in the popular 1960s television series, passed away on November 18, 2024, at the age of 86. His life was filled with extraordinary achievements, exciting challenges, and tragedies that left an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and the hearts of millions of fans. Ronald Pierce Ely was born on June 21, 1938, in Hereford, Texas, and grew up in Amarillo. From an early age, he showed an interest in the arts and sports, which later influenced his career. After graduating from high school, he attended the University of Texas, where he began to take acting seriously. After college, he moved to California to pursue his dream of a career in film. Ely began his acting career with bit parts in films such as South Pacific, 1958, and The Incredible Mr. Pennypacker, 1959. His breakthrough moment came in 1966, when he was cast as the lead in the television series Tarzan, which aired from 1966 to 1968. What made his performance unique was that he performed most of his own stunts, including scenes with animals. He suffered numerous injuries during filming, including broken shoulders and lion bites, which only served to highlight his dedication to the profession. Following the success of the series, Ron continued his career, appearing in projects such as Doc Savage, Man of Bronze, 1975, and popular shows including Fantasy Island and Wonder Woman. In the 1980s, he tried his hand at hosting, becoming the face of the Miss America pageant, and also returned to the screen in a revamped version of Sea Hunt. In addition to his acting career, Ely has proven himself to be a talented writer. He has published 2 detective novels, Night Shadows, 1994, and East Beach, 1995, in which he introduced readers to the charismatic private detective Jake Sands. These books have received high praise from critics for their tense plots and storytelling skills. Ely's personal life was full of love and tragedy. In 1959, he married his high school sweetheart Helen Janet Triplett, but their marriage lasted only 2 years. In 1984, he married Valerie Lundeen, a former Miss Florida, with whom he had 3 children. However, in 2019, tragedy struck their home. Valerie was murdered by their son Cameron, who himself died in a shootout with police. Ron Ely passed away on November 18, 2024, at his home in Los Alamos, California. His death marked the end of an era, but his impact on culture remains undeniable. Ely leaves behind a legacy that is immense. His portrayal of Tarzan remains one of the most memorable interpretations of the character, and his novels and acting continue to inspire a new generation. He was not only a symbol of physical strength and courage, but also an example of creative versatility and resilience in the face of life's challenges. William O'Connell, an American actor known for his distinctive character roles and collaborations with Clint Eastwood, died on November 15, 2024, at the age of 94. His contributions to film and television, as well as his ability to create unforgettable images, made him one of Hollywood's most memorable figures. Born May 12, 1929, in Los Angeles, California, William showed an interest in acting from a young age, which eventually led him to a successful career in film and television. However, his path to fame was interrupted by his service in the U.S. Army during the Korean War, where he served in the 45th Infantry Division. This experience strengthened his character and endurance, which later helped him in his acting career. O'Connell's acting career began with small roles, but he gained real fame thanks to his collaboration with Clint Eastwood. They first worked together in the 1969 musical Paint My Wagon. In 1973, he played a nervous barber in the film Outlaw José Wales, which was Eastwood's second directorial project. O'Connell also played a memorable role as ferryman Sim Carstairs in José Wales, 1976, and starred in the action comedy Every Man for Himself, 1978, and its sequel, Every Man for Himself 2, 1980, where he played a member of a comical biker gang. On television, O'Connell was a frequent guest on popular series in the 1960s and 1970s. He appeared in shows such as Star Trek, Quincy, Rawhide, and Happy's Crossroads. He was most notable for his role in the Star Trek episode The Road to Babel, where he played Orion the Assassin. His screen presence always attracted viewers, thanks to his unique appearance and outstanding acting skills. William O'Connell retired from acting in the late 1980s, living a quiet life at his home in Sherman Oaks, California. He lived away from the limelight, but his work continued to inspire film fans and a younger generation of actors. His passing on November 15, 2024, was a significant loss to the entertainment industry. Colleagues and fans remembered him as someone who brought uniqueness and vitality to every role he played, whether it was dramatic or comedic. William O'Connell's legacy lives on through the films and TV series he starred in. His remarkable performances, especially those created in collaboration with Clint Eastwood, remain part of Hollywood's cultural legacy. O'Connell was an actor whose work reminded us that even minor roles can be powerful and unforgettable in the hands of a true master. Mitzi Gaynor, the famous actress, the singer and dancer whose star shone brightest in the 1958 film version of South Pacific, died on November 20, 2024, at the age of 93. Her illustrious career spanned film, television, and stage, leaving an indelible mark on entertainment history. Born September 4, 1931, in Chicago, Illinois, to a Hungarian violinist father and a dancer mother, she was born Francesca Marlene de Czanyi von Gerber, but her life was dedicated to the arts from the start. At age 13, Mitzi began performing with the Los Angeles Operetta, where her talent and passion for dance became apparent. At the age of 17, she signed a contract with 20th Century Fox, which marked the beginning of her film career. Her early films included There's No Business Like Show Business, 1954, The Birds and the Bees, 1956, and The Girls, 1957. However, the highlight of her film career was her performance as Ensign Nellie Forbush in South Pacific. The role brought her international recognition, a Golden Globe nomination, and cemented her status as one of Hollywood's leading stars. Mitzi also had an impressive career in television, starring in numerous specials. Her television shows, such as Mitzi, 1968, and Mitzi, Zings into Spring, 1977, were extremely popular and showcased her versatile talent, combining singing, dancing, and acting. On the stage, Mitzi continued to captivate audiences, performing in cabaret and concert shows throughout her life. Her energy and skill remained constant, attracting audiences of all generations. In her personal life, Mitzi was devoted to her husband, Jack Bean, a talent manager and publicist, whom she married in 1954. Their union lasted more than 5 decades until his death in 2006. Although the couple had no children, Their relationship was one of harmony and mutual support. Mitzi Gaynor may be gone, but her legacy lives on. Her talent, charisma, and dedication to her art have made her an inspiration to generations of artists. Her performances on film, television, and stage are reminiscent of Hollywood's golden age, and her name remains synonymous with elegance and unrivaled artistry. Morgan Freeman, legendary actor and Oscar winner, is the embodiment of talent, wisdom, and vitality. Born on June 1st, 1937, he continues to amaze the world not only with his outstanding creativity, but also with his incredible freshness and energy at the age of over 80. His life is a story of overcoming, resilience, and constant striving for perfection. Freeman began his acting career relatively late, which has already become a symbol of his tenacity. He spent his childhood in Memphis, Tennessee, where he encountered poverty and racial prejudice. Despite the difficulties, he dreamed of the stage and cinema from a young age. During his school years, he participated in theater productions, which awakened in him a love for acting. However, the road to success was long. It was not until he was 50 that he gained recognition thanks to the film Driving Miss Daisy. This role became the starting point of his brilliant career. Later, he starred in such cult films as The Shawshank Redemption, Seven, $1 Million Baby, and dozens of others, becoming a symbol of deep acting and charismatic presence on the screen. Freeman's life has not been without its clouds. In 2008, he was in a serious car accident that left his left arm partially paralyzed. This was a huge challenge for the actor, but he found the strength to overcome this difficulty. Instead of retreating, he continued to act despite his physical limitations. His resilience and optimism inspired millions of people. Freeman also suffers from fibromyalgia, a chronic condition that causes muscle and joint pain. However, he has learned to manage the condition through a balanced lifestyle, meditation, and work. He often emphasizes that the key to overcoming any health issues is inner harmony and love for life. Morgan Freeman is an avid health enthusiast who strives to maintain his physical and mental health. He lives in harmony with nature on his Mississippi farm, where he tends to bees. This activity helps him maintain peace of mind and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. The actor adheres to the principle of moderation in everything. He does not adhere to strict diets, but tries to eat a balanced diet, giving preference to fresh and natural products. He avoids stress by practicing meditation and devoting time to rest. For Freeman, work is not just a profession, but a source of energy and inspiration. He continues to actively act in films, record documentaries with his famous voice, and participate in social initiatives. His voice has become a symbol of wisdom and calm, and his roles invariably attract the attention of viewers and critics. Morgan Freeman is not just an actor, he is an icon of resilience and vitality. His career inspires millions of people around the world, showing that age and hardship are not barriers to creativity and success. Freeman not only achieved great heights in cinema, but also became an example for those who strive to preserve the youth of soul and body. His life is a reminder that the secret to longevity lies in the love of life, the desire for harmony, and the willingness to move forward despite any challenges.